Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What I'm going to start doing now is inshallah record one lesson at a time, because I think it's just easier to go through one lesson a day rather than both, and it'll be a lot easier, and I can focus more on inshallah some of the words and the sentences in the passage. So now, what I'd like you to do, those who are following along, is try to listen to one video a day, which is one lesson pretty much. There are about, what is that, 25? There's about 50, no, about 41 lessons in the first book of Qassasun Nabiyeen, which cover the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam and then Yusuf alayhi salam. So what the goal inshallah would be within a month you would be able to hopefully go through all of these videos, okay, and understand maybe a month and a half, 4 to 6 weeks, and you would be able to pick up the vocabulary from these videos. You would pick up the ayat that are mentioned in the videos. You would understand the story of the prophets that are mentioned in these videos. So this is all being done in Arabic, which is a great way for you to learn and pick up new vocabulary, and also to review the grammar that you've learned previously. So again, this is kind of a refresher course. It's like an intermediate level course. So I'm assuming, hopefully, inshallah, that you've gone through at least a basic study of Nahu and Sarf. And if you haven't, you can go to Al-Misbah Institute, almisbah.org, almisbah.org, and there's an Quranic Arabic course. It's 40 lessons taught by Sheikh Waseem Peracha. He has some videos of it online as well, but it's an amazing course. I went through it a few years ago. It was a live session that he was teaching, and alhamdulillah, he has the videos up, and a great explanation, about an hour and a half for each video. And there's tons of link or you could say links, or examples from the Quran and the Sunnah. And then he has a course on the 40 hadith as well, which is amazing as well. He grammatically, he breaks down each of the ahadith with grammar and the meaning and everything. So it's really really useful. So I suggest at least the Quranic Arabic, you go through that, and then would be the second step, and then maybe go to the hadith for the next, inshallah. So my plan, inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let me attain this and give me tawfiq to complete this. I'd like to finish this book, which is almost 300 pages, maybe a page, two pages a day, so it would be almost like a year-long project. And then, and I hope you can follow along daily as well. And then after that, going into Siratul Nabi, which is a book without i'rab, basically does not have any vowels on it, so vowel signs on it. So you would be able to read, inshallah, after that, more advanced books. Okay, and that's really the goal, like when it comes to the Islamic sciences, that you, or the Arabic sciences, that you can read without the i'rab, without the because your mind already figures out what state the word is in, and what's happening in the sentence, and so on. So anyways, let's go ahead and start, inshallah, with the sixth lesson. So, narun baridatun. Okay, so the people of Ibrahim alayhi salam were extremely upset that he broke the idols and so on, and so now the cold fire. Okay, so ijtama'a an-nasu wa qalu madha naf'al. So ijtama'a yajtami'u ijtima'un, or ijtima'an. So this is ijtama means to gather. So the people gathered. Okay, ijtama is actually in the past tense. It's fi'l madi, and it's mazid fi. Okay, it's in the bab of ifta'ala. Okay, yafta'ilu, ifti'alun, or ifti'alan. So this bab, it's the eighth, you could say. So when you're reviewing, inshallah, you can look over them. The mazid fi, this is the eighth bab, or the eighth, I guess, position, or a different one. So there are six in the first. So there, maybe this will kind of be confusing, but there are six babs of verbs. So in the base form, okay, and this is basically within the word. There's only three letters, and this is the complete base form. Like, for example, sami'a yasma'u, okay, daraba yadribu, Okay, fataha yaftahu, hasiba yahsibu, karuma yakrumu, nasara yansuru. I'm not sure if I'm missing any, but these are the six main ones, and then they're in the total base form. And then you have mazid fi, which means that there's some letters added to it. Okay, so ijtama is actually one of those words that where there's something added to it, and we see the ta is added to it. Okay, actually the alif and the ta, the hamza and the ta are added to it. Ijtama'a. So jama'a would be the base form. Okay, jama'a yajma'u. Okay, and then now it goes into the mazid fi, which is ijtama'a. So an-nasu is the fa'il. So who gathered, or the nas gathered, basically the people gathered, and they said, what should we do? Okay, ماذا نفعل? What should we do? With Ibrahim, of course. إن إبراهيم كسر الأصنام وأهان الآلهة. Indeed, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he broke the idols, وأهان الآلهة, and he disgraced the idols. Okay, we'll break this down really quickly, inshallah. So inna Ibrahima. So inna is harfu nasbin wa tawkidin. So in the tawkid wa nasb. So it emphasizes what comes after it, and it also the ism of inna, like I said, talked about previously. The ism of inna is mansub, and the khabar of inna is marfu. Okay, so inna Ibrahim ma. So Ibrahim is mansub in this sense because it's the ism of inna, and then you have kasr al asnama wa ahan al aliha. This whole passage or this whole jumla fi'liya, this is the khabar of inna. And what does it mean? He broke kasara, who is referring to kasara Ibrahim. Okay, so Ibrahim alayhi salam is the one who broke these idols, right? Kasara is so to give you a word by or word translation of it, or the grammatical the uh, break breakdown of it. We would say kasara is fi'lu madin, um, and it's مبني على فتح. Okay, it doesn't change at all. فاعل مستتر تقديره هو يدل على إبراهيم. So it's pointing back to the huwa is pointing back to Ibrahim alayhi salam. So al-asnama is the mafulun bih. It's mansub because it's the mafulun bih of kasara. وأهانا. Okay, so waw al-ataf. Okay, or harf al-atf. And what is it? Matuf, ahana, okay, and then and it's connected to al asnama. Okay, so ahana is connected through the waw with al asnama. So alihata, and then alihata would be the mafulun bih of ahana. So a little bit about ahana. So it would be hana yuhinu, okay, ihanatan. So this is form, I think, 4 of the mazid fi, and it means to disgrace. Okay, so ahana is actually a past tense verb, or is fi'l maldi. Okay, and ahana means to disgrace. So he disgraced what? The idols. Okay, so I hope you understand that, inshallah. And if you don't, you could probably just rewind it, listen to it one more time to let it sink in. وَسَأَلَ النَّاسِ, and also I will be repeating it over and over again. So inshallah, don't worry, don't get think, well, I'm not getting it the first time. Inshallah, we're going to, the first book itself is just 68 pages, so we're going to be repeating these rules over and over again, inshallah, so that you can solidify it in your mind. وَسَأَلَ النَّاسِ, so the people asked, مَا عِقَابُ Ibrahim. Okay, what should the punishment of Ibrahim be? Okay, that's probably the best translation of that. مَا جَزَاءُ Ibrahim. What should the compensation, you could say? Okay, what could the reward? And reward is more of a positive, in a positive sense, but jaza in Arabic, it could be negative, or it's a compensation. It's like basically what he deserves, right? So it could be positive or negative, right, depending on what he did, or they did. So ma jaza'u Ibrahim, what is the compensation of Ibrahim? Okay, or what is the reward, I guess, of Ibrahim alayhi salam? كان الجواب, okay, حرقوه وانصروا آلهتكم. Okay, كان الجواب, so the jawab was حرقوه. حرقوه means burn him. Okay, حرق, حرقوا, who would mean that let's burn this guy, right? Let's burn him. Wansuru, and let's you could say, I wouldn't say honor our gods, but our help our gods, right? By doing this, right? By burning him. And so wansuru alihatakum وهكذا كان. Okay, and like this it was. So like this is what they've decided to do pretty much now. أوقدوا نارا وألقوا فيها إبراهيم. So أوقدوا, they ignited. Okay, so they ignited the fire, or a fire, right? وألقوا فيها إبراهيم, and they threw Ibrahim alayhi salam in it. ولكن الله نصر إبراهيم وقال للنار. Okay, so but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or however Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to help Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he told the fire, okay, Ya naru kuni bardan wa salaman ala Ibrahim. Okay, so he said, to the fire, he said, be cool, okay, and peaceful. Oh, bardan wa salaman ala Ibrahim, on Ibrahim alayhi salam. وهكذا كان, and it was like this basically, and that is how it happened. كانت النار بردا وسلاما على إبراهيم ورأى الناس أن النار لا تضر إبراهيم عليه السلام. So it says, and like that it was. كانت النار, the fire was cool and peaceful on Ibrahim alayhi salam. So remember, if it was too cold, then it would be, harsh, or it would be difficult for him. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to make him comfortable in the fire, subhanallah. So he made it salaman as well. So he made it peaceful for him, or easy for him. وَرَأَى النَّاسِ. Okay, so the people, they saw, okay, أَنَّ النَّارَ لَا تَضُرُّ إِبْرَاهِيم. So they saw that the fire did not harm Ibrahim alayhi salam, right? It didn't do anything to Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he was just, pretty much chilling in there. وَرَأَى النَّاسُ أَنَّ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مَسْرُورٌ وَأَنَّ إِبْرَاهِيمَ سَالِمٌ وَدَهِشَ النَّاسُ وَتَحَيَّرُوا. So the people, they saw that the fire didn't harm him, okay, and they saw that that Ibrahim alayhi salam was actually sarra yusirru, okay, he was happy, right? So, masrurun comes as is ism fa'il, and it comes from sarra yusirru, um, and it means that he was happy. He was happy actually in the fire itself, right? And it wasn't bothering him at all. وأن إبراهيم سالم ودهش الناس وتحيروا, and that Ibrahim alayhi salam was salim. Okay, salim meaning he was totally at peace. Okay, he was totally okay. There was nothing wrong with him. He was not hurt by the fire or anything. وَدَهِشَ النَّاسِ, and dahisha means he was shocked. Okay, so the people, actually, sorry, the people were shocked, not he was shocked. So annasu ad-dahisha. So the people were shocked. وَتَحَيَّرُوا, and they were, you could say, bewildered or amazed. They were hayran, maybe you could say they were confused. Okay, so hayra, um, and this would mean, or the hayara would mean that they were confused. Okay, hayran would be the masdar of it, and this is the form 5. Okay, tahayyaru, okay, tatahayyaru, okay, so this is form 5, and there's two, you could say, extra letters that are added to it. The first one being the ta, and then the ya with the shadda on it, that would be the extra letters, okay, added to this mazid fi, the bab mazid fi, okay, or form 5, and it would be called, you could say, bab is let's say tafa'ala. Okay, so tafa'ala yatafa'alu, uh, tafa'ulan, tafa'ulan. So that would be the masdar tafa'ulan. Tahayyuran would be, or tahayran would be the masdar of it. Okay, so that's this lesson, inshallah. I hope that benefits you. Please like and share, and share this with your friends and family. And I hope that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq and understanding and understand the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I hope that you make dua for me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts this